Having known the Thottam family as their family dentist, friend, and well-wisher for a very long time, I am deeply shocked by the sudden demise of Mr. Joseph. He was a brilliant and successful professional who was also extremely well informed about many topics from healthcare to politics. He was as passionate about gaining in-depth knowledge on many topics as he was about sharing his views on them. He was a diligent family man, always present for his family's needs, and he accompanied his daughters to all their appointments. What saddens me most is how proud he would have been to witness all the brilliant achievements of his daughters Anagha and Anamika in the near future, and I know they will carry forward his name with dignity and success. My deep condolences to Jisha, Anagha, and Anamika, and I pray that God give you strength and protection during this difficult time. May God bless you all.
Hi, I'm Anika's friend Devanshi, and my relationship with his father was pretty close, I'd say. He was always like someone who I would be able to rely on, and honestly became a father figure in my life over the past couple years. And everybody knows how like a father figure is. Like when you think of your dad, you think of like the one person who just like by default knows everything. Like even if it's like some random niche fact, it's like, yeah, ask my dad. Like, you know, it's like comes to like car or like handy stuff, especially just ask my dad type thing. And he really became that person for me as well, especially because like I didn't have a car for the past I still don't, but I didn't have a car, so he was ready to like look for cars for me, and he sent like a bunch of cars immediately when Annika had asked him and like told him that I was interested in buying one. And even like for driving me to airports and stuff, he was ready and willing to do all those things. And those are just things that by default you would just assume your dad does, and that just goes to show that like he was that figure. And he referred to me as a third daughter as well, which was really heartfelt, and it's something I'll like never forget, like the kinship that was there, as well as just like when we would go out for dinners together, it was never like, oh, this is my daughter's friend. It was more like, huh, their daughter. And it was really prominent with like the conversations that we would have, because he wouldn't really hold back on anything. And as we know with his character, like he loves to joke around and make controversial points just for the fun of it, and that honestly made us 10 times closer, because I did the same thing, and we would just like agree on the most random controversial things, and it would just make the conversation really funny, because Annika would be looking over like, guys, hello. And then we would be like, yeah, like, yeah. So it was really nice just having him around and everything. And his food is so good. That's the reason I'm friends with Annika. Like, honestly, more so for the food, less for her. But yeah, he's a great dad, and he's a great dad to Annika and Anamika and me, and he always will be.
My name is Karthik, and I would like to share a few thoughts about my dear friend Thottam. I met Thottam in 2007 when I newly landed in Toronto. We met at a common lunch gathering, and the first memory I have of him was when he stepped out of his car in his cool-looking aviators and walked in with both his daughters on either arm, introducing himself with his very distinct and characteristic booming voice. But what drew us close was the fact that we literally grew up on the same streets of Chennai. I went to Thottam Memorial, and he was in Don Bosco, which were right next to each other. So we could relate to a lot of the experiences that we had growing up. But what kept us close was the fact that he was such a fun-loving, entertaining, well-read, intellectual guy. I can't remember a milestone or a success during those formative years that wasn't celebrated at Jisha and Thottam's house. They were very kind and magnanimous, opening their doors to us. Very supportive during those challenging years. I was there till 2010, and then I had moved out to BC. But all those years, every time I met him was in a fun setting, in a party or something. And so the only memories I have of Thottam was in these casual settings where there was nothing but fun and laughter and very interesting conversations. He was very insightful into a lot of things. Even after I moved out of Toronto, he was, we used to keep in touch over phone. And every time we spoke, we at least spoke for more than an hour. So you could talk to him about anything and everything. And it was always nice to have a chat with him. It's going to be really sad knowing that I will not be hearing his voice or seeing him the next time I visit Toronto. I wish his girls Anaka and Anamika a lot of success. I wish them all the happiness. I hope they keep their father's legacy alive and achieve things that he wished them to achieve. My prayers are with Jisha and the girls, and I hope we keep Thottam's memories alive. Thank you.